The Palmetto Tigers are blazing quite a trail this season. They're undefeated at 6-0, and they're 2-0 in State 3A District 11. They had a district battle tonight with Tampa Jesuit. Match of the two Tigers. See, both teams named the Tigers. There you go. Everybody's out in force for Palmetto because they're doing well. Jesuit the ball. Chris Kavukalis gets hammered. Watch this. Boom! By Ty Scott. He is out for the count. He did walk off the field, but he was down. And then, hey, Brian Smith passes it deep to Damian Copeland. Look, he stays in bounds. A great catch, a great landing for the touchdown. Damian Copeland, what a play, what a catch. Marvin Carley now running for Palmetto. There he goes, makes the move, busts a tackle, and he goes in for the score. Touchdown, that's how it was for Palmetto all night. Now Brian Smith again, back to pass. Out of the shotgun, he's going to hit Donald Campbell. Watch this. Ooh, he makes the move, and the guy picked the guy right out of his jock strap. Two guys. There's two jock straps on the ground. But Donald Campbell is on the ground in the end zone for another Palmetto score, and Palmetto wins it 52-14. The number 9 team in State 3A, Hardy, and a Sky 7 games, they hosted Braden River. Coach with the team, Hardy, running back Jimmy Simius runs over Braden River's Jawan Bell. Now quarterback William McNeil going to scramble. Here he is. Fakes the handoff, fakes the camera out, and there he goes. Coming right into your kitchen for a nice gain by McNeil. Now Jordan Drimley going to take the punt for DeSoto. Oh, he got a little trouble with it, and then the spin move gets out, breaks a tackle. Look at him. I can't believe he's still up. And what's he do? He's going to take it all the way to the house. There he goes. Touchdown, DeSoto, but called for a block in the back. It's called back, but Hardy, I mean, not DeSoto, I'm sorry, Hardy still wins 42-7. Sorry about that. DeSoto County now is undefeated, and they're tied at number 9 in the state with Hardy. Like former Marlins coach Cookie Rojas said to me, they're Bulldogs, man, and I love them. The Dogs took on Sebring tonight, and I love them. Ariel DeSoto, TD, Sky 7 here, and we're up in the copter, and we got a touchdown right there by DeSoto. Woohoo! Nice. Good job, Katie. Thank you. DeSoto right here now on the interception. Nazar Alaved picks it out of the air, and he's going to take it back. Something else gets brought down. He's going to set up Darian Shine. Darian, oh, stumbling, bumbling, and goes in for the touchdown for DeSoto, and DeSoto wins, and they are undefeated. They win at 34-6. Now the Booker Tornadoes. We're home against Spoto Spartans, and over 40 years of cheerleaders return for homecoming tonight. Yeah, getting it on, baby. Spoto with the ball, but they fumble. Aaron McCray going to recover and returns it 60 yards. There he goes for a Booker TD, and it's 7-0. Brock Waters now looking. He scrambles. Decides he's not going to be able to pass, so he takes it himself like he so often does, and he takes it to the end zone like he so often does for another touchdown, 47 yards, 21-0 Booker. Now Derek Phillips, got to give him the ball when you're near the goal line. The D-Train runs it in for a touchdown. Booker wins 55-0. Now the Sarasota Sailors hosting Hillsborough Riverview. Kyle Gibbs warming up in place of Casey Kelly, as we told you, who had surgery today for staph infection. He's out. So Riverview leading 7-0 in the first quarter, and Gibbs passes the ball and finds who else? Robin Rothenbach. Doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. It doesn't matter who's throwing the ball, but they go in, and nice. All right. Riverview Sharks leading 7-6, and on their own 38-yard line, Jaleel Adai, who led all backs in rushing tonight, goes in for the score, 62 yards, puts the Sharks up by a touchdown. Sarasota trailing 21-9 now. Gibbs hands it off to LaDarius Goggins, and Goggins takes it 34 yards and gets the Sailors inside the 20. They'd settled for a field goal, but they went on to win 22-21. Hey, they won it for Casey. All right, St. Stephen's last night took on Gateway Charter School in a rare Thursday game, going for their 3rd straight win. They're getting beat pretty badly when Zach Sobel going to punch it in for this touchdown, but they lose 60-14, snapping their win streak. That's it. That's it, everybody. That's Football Friday night. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you here next week. football Friday nights, getting down to the nitty-gritty, starting with the Manatee-Venice game that could decide the State 5A District 11 title, or it could just cause more of a logjam at the top. That is our game of the week from Manatee. Also, the Booker Tornadoes try to clinch a playoff spot in Tampa and set up the showdown at Tornado Alley next week with the Palmetto Tigers. The Tigers will try to remain unbeaten tonight against Lake Wales. It's ABC 7's Football Friday Night at the Fights, and this show could be a knockout. Bam! Welcome to ABC 7's Football Friday Night. As we inch closer to the postseason, the regular season gets more of a playoff feel. The rain actually gives us an early season feel. Tonight, our first playoff game is our game of the week. Manatee playing host to Venice. Both were undefeated in District 11 coming in. The Venice Indians last won the district in 2003, and they're a hungry bunch under new coach John Peacock. Now, Manatee is 8-0 on the season, so they're the team to beat on the Suncoast. Ben Kaplan joins us now. He was at the game. Ben, a wild one, another wild one.
Hey, Don, we actually stayed dry. It started to rain a little earlier in the game, but we were able to fend off the rain for a beautiful night here at Manatee. And I'll tell you what, it could be a changing of the guard for 5A District 11. Manatee has not lost a district game since 2004. Venice, as you said earlier, hadn't won the district championship since 2003. But there's Manatee trying to hold court at home, and the Venice fans were loud and clear. And early on, their team giving them something to cheer about. After they got the stop on D, Dre Archer, he's on a spin cycle. 82 yards and gone. Venice taking an early 7-0 lead. Later in the quarter, Manatee gonna kick it again. It's coming. No, they're not. It's a fake, and Philip Chaltis picks up the first down. But the Venice D would get after it. Ethan Mix making a sack, dropping Breon Carnes. And the Indians would continue the hot play on offense. Trey Burton rolling, finding Jerry Hunick. 36 yards for fun. Venice takes a 14-0 lead. Manatee would try to answer. Carnes to Ben Axton. 31 yards, one of the Hurricanes' longest plays of the night. And the Canes are in business, right? Wrong. Manatee is going to fumble. Venice, the recovery. And it's 14-0 Indians at the break. Check out these twins. They're hoping for a Manatee win. Would they bring them some luck? Well, you know what? Venice going to try that fake punt thing. Paul Costanzo picked up the first down. He's chugging. That kid runs so hard. And then Trey Burton, we saw him working earlier with his arm. This guy picked up third down after third down. This time he's going to pick up 6. 21 yards. And that's going to give the Indians a 21-0 lead. Manatee, however, would have an answer, or tried to at least at home. As you can see, the run play out right, ball on the ground, and it's a dead play, right? Wrong. Nobody blows the whistle. Manatee picks it up. All their coaches run bias. The only thing that matters, though, is they run into the end zone 21-7. Then Manatee trying the fake punt again. They complete the pass, but that is not going to get the first down. 21-7. Indians go on to handle their business, and they are 5A District 11 champs.
I've never been in such a long fourth quarter of my life. But the kids fought through, and Manatee, don't take nothing away from them. They have a great ball team, and you know, you saw they pretty much stopped our offense, and our kids just fought through and got the job done.
Before the season started, if I told you that you guys would be district champs, what would you have told me?
I would have no clue what to say, man. I mean, I'm so happy for all these seniors. I did it for all of them, man.
Just 2 rough years. It's amazing. I mean, the people I'm around, I love them. It just feels great.
They played well. We didn't block them very well up front. We didn't protect real well. We didn't throw the ball very well. Our pass offense, which has been a big integral part, didn't execute. You know, we had some penalties there. The first half was sort of a trade-off, and we're down 14-0. We both have we had 78 yards. They had 70, but they killed us in the special teams.
And as you can see afterwards, Venice inviting us to the boogie down in the locker room. It was great video there. You guys should have been able to see it. Venice going crazy, celebrating their first district championship. There it is. All right, they were dancing all around. First district championship for the Indians. since 2003. Manatee still has some work to do to secure a playoff berth. They have to go to Lakewood Ranch. If Lakewood Ranch is able to win tonight, I'm sure we'll have those highlights in just a bit. But if Lakewood Ranch won, Manatee and Lakewood Ranch setting it up in Lakewood Ranch next week for that second playoff berth from 5A District 11. Don, it was a lot of fun out here tonight. Congratulations to Venice. They go on. They're now 6-2 on the season, and it's going to be a interesting thing to see what happens if the Mustangs were able to hold on. That's a long tease. All right, I know you got that game coming up. Tom, will send it back to you, buddy.
I should just let you go right to Leah with that, because Leah's got that Lakewood Ranch game, and Lakewood Ranch, as Ben said, had a shot at the District 11 title. Depending on what happened in Manatee tonight, we know what happened. Manatee lost, so both they and the Charlotte Tarpons were still in the district picture. Leah Secondo was out there tonight, and she can clarify better how this game helped shape things up. Leah?
Don, first of all, I'll tell you that it's going to be very interesting next week to watch Lakewood Ranch play Manatee. Very similar in their styles of offense. Let's get to the highlights in this one out at Lakewood Ranch, with Ranch leading it late, 7-3 in the second quarter. Ranch on a possession in the second quarter, 4:02 to go, and that's Tim Brooks on a 2nd and 1 for the touchdown, making it 14-3. Second play of the third quarter. This was really the backbreaker. Brooks up top to Marcus McNeil. 57 yards. He just jaunts right in for the score, 21-3 at that point. Charlotte came back on the keeper midget with the score, 21-10. But guess what? Brooks to McNeil once again. It was a great show to watch. The little pass on the outside, and McNeil's gone all the way, this time for 64 yards, 28-10 at that point. Now, Charlotte got caught deep in their own territory, and the story of the night was really the defense for Lakewood Ranch. That's Pete Latham on the safety, 30-10 at that point, and then Bryce Johnston. Who does he look like here, Don? Looks like Mike Allstott. Yes, he does, number 40. Just taking it to the house, easy score, the final 37-17.
Kids know, we were in the same position last year. We had to win the last 2 games to make it in. So, even though we're young, we had a lot of kids that were, on the team last year, and hopefully we're hitting our stride, and, all we can do is go out and play the best we can play.
I want to say they're good and they're going to beat us. We can stand them. We can beat them. We have to beat them to get into playoffs. So,
it's going to be a big game regardless. So, it's going to mean a lot to us if we win. So, I hope we do.
Big for the city of Bradenton next week out at Lakewood Ranch. Manatee at Lakewood Ranch is going to be a good one. Charlotte, tough night for them. They had 3 players go down with major injuries. Let's see how they bounce back from this one and regroup next week. Don, back to you.
Wow, thanks a lot, Leah. Just crazy things happening tonight. When we come back, more crazy things. ABC 7 was up in Tampa for the Booker games as the Tornadoes tried to clinch a playoff spot and set up a showdown with Palmetto next week. Also, Outdoor Academy, Riverview, Bayshore, and Northport highlights are coming up. Log on to mysuncoast.com to watch football Friday night at any time after the show. And here's a look now at the scoreboard for the rest of the Suncoast game.
Your old man's been a heck of a teacher. That doesn't mean he can't learn a thing or two.
No, that's a truck, son.
The Toyota Tundra, a massive steel chassis with up to 2,065 pounds of payload capacity. We didn't redesign the Toyota Tundra, we redesigned the truck.
With available cash back and the XSP Sport Package discount, get $5,500 in total savings on a new 07 Tundra Double Cab SR5.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Julie, I need you home by 5, okay?
Mom, I think it's breaking up.
Honey, you have the Verizon network.
Maybe it's on your end.
No, we have the Verizon network at home now, too.
Mom, there's bears here.
I'll see you at 5.
Bears?
Get Verizon home phone and wireless service together with unlimited calls between your wireless and home phone starting at $59.99. Double the reliability, double the value. Verizon.
When you have a Jeep Commander with 3 rows of stadium seating and available exclusive Command View dual skylights, or the Jeep Grand Cherokee with available best-in-class 4x4 capability and MyGig multimedia entertainment navigation system, it's easy to turn your world into a playground.
You remind me who Sarasota County, we take pride in our quality of life. The penny sales tax we've had for several years allows our community to be a cut above others.
Our roads, schools, emergency services, parks, libraries, and theaters have all been improved by the penny.
On November 6th, I will vote to continue the penny.
We hope everyone will join us in keeping Sarasota County moving. Vote yes to continue our high quality of life.
Next, creepy crawly Martha.
He and I are caterpillars burrowing through your brain.
Craft your own Halloween hint pieces.
You can make a seaweed headdress with shells.
Or poison ivy or butterflies.
You look great. Smile.
They're simple, inexpensive, and
a really great last-minute Halloween costume.
Then, not one, but 2 delicious pork recipes are now yours.
That's almost done.
Next, all new Martha. And on Wednesday, our Halloween special with Rosie O'Donnell on Martha.
Monday morning at 10 on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everybody. The Booker Tornadoes could secure a playoff berth in the State 3A District 11. That's almost a foregone conclusion every year because the Tornadoes are awesome. They won the district last season. Palmetto lost, but the district title is still on the line next Friday night. Now, Brock Waters warming up. This guy is leading this team in an unbelievable way, but this guy right here, Derek Phillips Jr., the D-Train, 2 straight 4-touchdown games, and he picks up a first down there to set up himself. The D-Train, look at that. That gets a lot of whistles because he's like the little engine they could getting in there. They couldn't bring him down. They ruled the touchdown, but then they spotted the one, and he goes in again. I'm so tired I can't even blow the D-Train whistle anymore. Now they're up in the second quarter. Same score. Fullback Tevin Mitchell trying to move the sticks for the Tornadoes, and he ends up going all the way 47 yards for the touchdown. He gets a D-Train whistle for that. 14-0 Booker. The Tornadoes go on to win 36-zip. They extend their record to 7-1. The Bayshore Bruins. Ooh, Football Friday night took on Southeast in a game which both teams needed this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Football Friday night t-shirt there, and there's Bayshore trying to punt the ball, but the snap goes over the punter's head, and that set up a 1-yard dive. A little later, Bruce Kelly going to hit Blake Bierman, put the nose up 14-zip. And then Kelly, watch this. I mean, he's going to look for Charles Chestnut, airs it out. Chestnut got it. He gets stripped. But who's there but Behrman? He recovers it and runs it in for another TD, 20-0. And the Southeast ball was bouncing their way tonight. And Kelly again, a long pass. He airing it out to Chestnut. This time, a nice catch. Unbelievable Chestnut for another nose TD. And this was the one that set it up, just to show you on back-to-back later. This is the touchdown. And he goes in 27-0. Southeast, they go on to win. Out of Door Academy showed in its game last week that they are more than just star running back Wayman Bowden. Quarterback Tony Gurry engineered drive after drive and showed off plenty of weapons last week. Tonight, they took on the 500-pound gorilla in District 6, State 1B, the Keswick Christian Crusaders. It was senior night for the Thunder, but Tarvin Jones made it senior night for Keswick as he takes the punt and makes tracks for the end zone. 60-plus yards, and that's how it would go for ODA tonight. Jared DiMaggio would have a big game for Keswick Christian. That's why they give everybody headaches, because they won 56-0 over ODA. The Riverview Rams moved up their game against Miami Bay Point so they could play tonight. And Riverview would sniff the end zone thanks to runs like this from Robert Glinton as he punishes the tacklers like the Ram that he is. Nice run, and that sets up this. Vinny Carolla going to roll out. Decides, hey, I used to be a passing quarterback, but I'll be a running quarterback in Riverview. 7-0, the Rams are up. And Glinton would get a taste of the sweet grass of the end zone himself. He goes in. Riverview had 14 points. They needed to win against Sarasota next week to win the division. The Rams win 14-6 tonight. It was a crazy, wet, sloppy game. The Northport Bobcats were looking for their first district win against Port Charlotte as the Pirates were in the same boat. And who are we going to see but the handoff to running back Marte Taylor. Marte, who slips by the first DB and drags another for 5 yards right here. He's brought down after a 40-yard run, and that's going to set up this Henry, man, a quarterback sneak for a touchdown. The Bobcats were moving for Port Charlotte, slinging Sammy Thurston. He's going to drop back to pass. He rolls out, and he's going to find Victor Candelaria, slinging Sammy to the Candyman for a nice gain. Sets up this Thurston keeper, and he goes in for the touchdown. Pirates lose, however, because the Bobcats win it 28-7. That's all she wrote tonight for Football Friday night. On Volleyball Friday night, Bradenton Christian, or actually Sarasota Christian, won their district title 5 games over Bradenton Christian. Thanks to everybody who helped out, and thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week. Have been decided, and tonight is the final game of the regular season. The game of the night and our game of the week has the Booker Tornadoes traveling to Venice to take on the Indians in a battle of district winners prepping for the playoffs. Also, the Southeast Seminoles, fresh off a Monday playoff tiebreaker, host cross-county rival, the Braden River Pirates. It's the first game they'll play against each other as the Pirates close out their first full season for varsity football. It's Football Friday night, and it's coming at you right now. Welcome, everybody, to ABC7's Football Friday night, the final regular season game for everyone, although Manatee, Sarasota, and Riverview sat this one out. Now, Ben Kaplan joins us from a great battle of two of the area's best teams. They're both in the playoffs, but this is a game for bragging rights. Ben, how'd it go down there at Venice?
I'll tell you what, Don, we're doing okay. It was a great regular season for the high school football season, and I'll tell you what better way to wrap it up than with two of the best teams from the area, both Venice and Booker, district champs. And I'll tell you what, this one going a long way to maybe deciding who's the best team in Sarasota County. Let's take a look at those highlights. We've got the D train for Booker, but Venice running backs Paul Costanzo and Jimmy Laurie called the P train for all the bruising hits they deliver when they run. Booker hoping to spoil senior night in Venice. First quarter, we are scoreless. Brock Waters is going to throw deep to Sean Howell. Only problem is he's wearing a Venice uniform. He's going to get some distance on the return, and Venice is in business. And they would go ahead and turn that turnover into points. Trey Burton, the stone's throw to sophomore Beckett Wales, 8 yards for 6, and 7-0 Venice after the PAT. Booker would bounce back. Waters to Anthony Whitfield, 25 yards over the middle, and the Tornadoes are a business. Check. But on 4th and 1, Waters is going to drop the rock, gets dropped for a loss, and it's Venice ball. But the Indians give it right back. Burton picked by Albert Frazier, who's going to bring it back into Venice territory. We said the D train was questionable before the game because of a shoulder injury, where Derek Phillips Jr. chugging it here from 5 yards out. That ties it at 7 going into the break. And then at halftime, the best part, or one of them anyway, about coming to Venice is the master chef and his great grub. Serving up some chili fries. I had a burger, but only a single this time, trying to keep that weight down for the marathon we're running. After they didn't score a single point in the third, Booker trying to fake field goal but gets stuffed. Venice would march down the field. Burton hits Wales, only a sophomore, for a first down. Sophomore to sophomore connection. Then the Indians taking the lead on senior night. The kick right through the uprights, and Venice about halfway through the fourth with a 10-7 lead. But Booker would not be denied. Waters to Shane Melton on 3rd and 9. They got the first and had 15 for the penalty. Then some Tornadoes trickeration. Halloween was a couple weeks ago, but Waters to Melton to Lamont Corey. 19 yards for the go-ahead score, makes it 14-0 Booker. Then on 4th and 20, Venice last chance, but Burton gets tripped up. That's going to seal it for Booker. Tornadoes finish up 9-1. They win it 14-10.
They persevered today. Venice was a tough team that don't make a lot of mistakes, and we forced some, and they forced some on us. So it was good to have to, draw in your reserves and see where your character's at. And our character was pretty good today.
Coach called me over on the sidelines with the quarterback, and he was talking to me, and he told me we were going to run the play. and my quarterback said takes 2 steps and throw it. Don't take any more than 2 steps. Look for the corner. If the corner cheats up, just throw it. And that's all I had to do.
What kind of test was this for you guys heading into the playoffs? How are you feeling about your team right now?
It was a great test. You know, it always hurts to lose, no matter what. You know, we're not happy with the loss by any means. You know, we just got to refocus and get ready for the playoffs.
Thanks, Coach. Now, Shane Melton, who made that throw on the trickeration play, hadn't seen his dad for quite some time, and last week it was his dad's birthday, so quite the birthday gift for Pops, who is just happy to be able to see his son play.
Well, I haven't seen my kids in probably a year and a half, and I just came down here to visit, and I've been wanting to see him play football, and I was hoping to see him score a touchdown, but I didn't know he was going to pass the touchdown. So that'll work. Yeah, that'll work.
Don, this was truly one of those games that could have gone either way. You really felt that there was no loser on the field just because both teams played so hard. It was decided so late in the contest. But congratulations to Booker. They finish up strong. They'll host their playoff game next week against Hardee. And, of course, Venice winning District 5A 11 or Class 5A District 11. They go ahead and they'll host Cape Coral next week right here where we're sitting. So both teams coming off a strong performance tonight, kind of with some momentum heading into the playoffs. Of course, Booker with a little bit more, because they were able to capture the W, but it was a great regular season. That's why I love my job. I get to watch football games like this. Come on, you pay me for this stuff? John, we're going to send it back to you, man.
Thanks a lot, Ben. Great job all season long, and both of those teams, as you said, two of the best in the area. Braden River now traveled to Southeast. It's the first ever matchup for these two teams. They'll be rivals from here on in just because of geography, and Leah Sicano joins us now for a report on that game.
Thanks very much, Don. And, of course, in the big game, it's the old coach against one of his former players, Josh Hunter, going against Paul Meckley. Let's check the highlights in this one from John Kiker Memorial Stadium, where first possession for Southeast, Bruce Kelly to Blake Berman, 7-0. They struck quick. Southeast Seminoles. Second possession, 2nd and 10. Benson Eustache. He faked everybody out, including our cameraman. 85 yards on the run. He finished with 125 on the night, and quickly it was a 14-0 game. Moving into the second, Mike Klein boots it through, 36-yarder, 17-0 at that point. 2nd and 10 for Braden River. They looked like they were going to come back in this one. Will McNeil with the touchdown. That's as close as Braden River would get, 17-7. Eustache on a 1-yard run, 24-7 at the half. Low punt and look out. Chris Waters, great game defensively and on special teams. Picks it up and whoop, he's gone down the sidelines for the score, 31-7, Southeast Seminoles. Then Kelly went out for a play, was injured, came back into the game. He's Superman for the touchdown, 38-7 at that point. And